Hello, I'm Cody Charvet with Sedgwick County Emergency Management. Welcome to the first video in our series on disaster preparedness. Part of our mission in emergency management is to make sure our community and its citizens are ready to respond in case disaster strikes, whether that's tornado, flood, ice storm, or something man-made like a chemical spill or terrorist attack. After a disaster, everyone needs to be able to survive on their own for at least the first 72 hours. Fortunately, there are some very simple steps you can take now in order to make sure you're ready to respond if and when disaster strikes. Those 4 steps are: build a kit, make a plan, stay informed, and get involved. A disaster kit needs to cover basic necessities for surviving until outside help arrives or until normal services are restored.
That starts with food, and especially water, enough to last everyone in the house for up to 3 days. The FEMA standard is 1 gallon per person per day for drinking and sanitation. You can buy ready-to-eat food marketed for disaster kits, or you can buy canned goods and high-energy foods with a long shelf life and pack it yourself. Just remember, the electricity might be out, so include a manual can opener. A few comfort foods are a good idea. And remember anyone who has special dietary needs. Also, try to avoid dehydrated meals or salty foods, unless you have the room to store even more water. You might have to take care of any injuries yourself, so another key item is a well-stocked first aid kit and someone who knows how to use it. That means someone in your house should take a class in basic first aid. A flashlight and extra batteries are essential. The same goes for a battery-powered radio. Don't count on your smartphone to keep you informed. You might forget to grab it in the middle of the night, or you might not get a signal if the cell towers are offline.
Something often overlooked is a whistle. If you're trapped under debris, you could yell yourself hoarse before anyone is up above to hear you. But you can blow a whistle all day long to summon help.
Even a basic plastic whistle will work, just something to help you make noise.
Something no one likes to think about is what would happen if there's no water to flush the toilet, or even worse, you're trapped in your shelter area and you can't even get to the bathroom. Well, find a bucket. Inside you need to put things like plastic trash bags and ties, toilet paper, sanitizing hand wipes, hand sanitizer, whatever it is.
Keep them all together in a corner of your shelter area just in case. May not be ideal, but it sure beats the heck out of having nothing at all. If you have a baby in the house, don't forget to store things like extra diapers and formula or baby food. We mentioned a first aid kit earlier, but babies and toddlers mean making sure you include medicines that are appropriate for them. Actually, anyone in the house who has special needs or medications has to be planned for when putting together your kit. That also must include your pets. It's a good idea to keep a little extra cash in small bills with your supplies, just in case the ATMs are down or the credit card machines aren't working. Have copies of all your important documents, like insurance policy information, current prescriptions, even your driver's license and credit card numbers in case they're lost in the storm. You can't always count on having your cell phone handy, so write down important phone numbers like friends or relatives you might call for help in case you have to dial them from memory. And be sure to include pen and paper so that you can write down any new information you receive after the disaster. If the electricity is out and all you have for entertainment is the radio, people may get restless pretty quickly, especially if you have kids, and that's just going to add to the tension. Make sure you have board games, puzzle books, a couple decks of cards, anything that will help keep your mind occupied while you wait. In addition to all the food, safety, and comfort items, don't forget some sturdy shoes and a change of clothes for everyone.
Now that you have your supplies assembled, what do you do with them? Well, it's best to keep them in a central location, and that should be the same place you'll use as your disaster shelter, like under the stairway in the basement.
Some larger items can sit on the shelves or in a corner.
For the rest, a duffel bag or even a box will work to store your items, but even better would be a plastic tote with a snap-on lid to keep insects and moisture out. You want your kit to be portable in case the disaster calls for evacuation. That way you can just grab it and go. Once it's all packed away, don't forget about it. Remember to check the dates and rotate out food or anything else that might expire. This isn't everything you'll need, but it's a good place to start. Do some research online. At our webpage, sedgwickcounty.org, Visit the emergency management page for even more tips.